Craziest in term, like, what do you mean by craziest? You mean like new
Like
content craziest or patch
away
notes?
The most. Patch notes.
Oh, I mean, blew me away the most is, I guess technically the Orisa micro buff, where like we're just repeating the cycle again of just
It's like why did we do this again? Have we learned nothing?
No, yeah, exactly. It's just I'm insane. I've been here for years. I am just understand I'm insane now. I get it. Like I'm self-aware. That's it. Like I'm gonna keep saying it every time though, but at least I can out loud admit to you that I'm just insane and I know what's happening and I can't stop it. So we're just gonna laugh about it every time. Real talk,
dude. Every single patch, it's like, please just hire me and have my one job be tell you no to Orisa and Manga buffs.
I would
say this for like a year. Stop! Stop buffing Orisa! What are you doing?
The full UI interface.
It's good that she's underperforming. Let her fucking rot in hell, man. Stop buffing this hero.
Really, I really should be hired as a consultant, like literally just as a consultant who comes in once a month and then it goes, okay, what's the win rates look like? Okay, all right, Orisa's underperforming. That's okay. Let's not touch her. Okay, good. See you guys later. And then I go home. And that's
oh my god, the Kiriko damage buff too.
Well, yeah, so actually that was gonna be my answer, but it's actually not even the buff. I'm actually more sad. Not usual hero designer cap. Yeah. I'm actually more sad that they officially have gotten rid of her identity on the whole headshot thing. Like,
yeah,
like that was like the cool thing about her when she first came out was like super high skill ceiling, low skill floor. Like, but you could still do a lot with like healing and Suzu and TP and like survivability and stuff like that. But you wouldn't like pop off unless you were like really mechanically talented and like hit headshots. But that's no longer the case now. It's just another normal XYZ support that has good mobility and healing. That's it. Like there's no uniqueness there.
Despite the perception of how powerful Kiriko feels to play against, she's a hero that consistently underperforms when it comes to winning games. That tilts me. Well, so
you know what that
bad.
is, though. You know what that is. It means that they're looking at their data.
Bronze players who can't win on this fucking character.
That's probably even at GM. It's probably even at GM where it's like a 48 or less, or 49 or less % win rate. But that's in terms of like all the other heroes, and it's also in terms of like sometimes probably people also pick Kiri in like a losing situation, or like, you know what I mean? Like there's other things that are at play, I think. But that's them basically saying to you, yeah, our data shows that this is absolutely not the case at all, but this is what you guys believe, so we're making a change because you guys believe it. That is what that means, like 100%. Like the D.Va one is a great example of that, where D.Va didn't probably have a big bump in her win rate, but like everyone was freaking out because of the change to the DM. But that's the thing though, is like, if you watched any high-level games, which granted, I haven't played very much the last month, right? But like either pro play or like people grinding ranked and like high GM, you know, low champion stuff, right? Whenever they were losing, they swapped to D.Va, and then both teams end up on D.Va. Like, if that ends up happening a lot, like you gotta kind of throw your win rate out the window, because like people are picking it because they know it's the strongest pick, and if people are losing games on D.Va and they're not good at D.Va, that's gonna lower the win rate. And it's why balancing is more than just looking at numbers. And we learned this in Overwatch 1, where if you only look at the data, you're going to fucking fail. And it's like it's almost in real time watching it happen. But I also have to say though, Alec has gotten really fucking good at it, and like he's been right on a few things that like community, me, like anyone else has been saying like, oh, like this is gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen. So I'm a little bit more willing to give the benefit of the doubt these days, but it still doesn't make it any less frustrating, because like, you know, if you call something happening and then it still happens and it's like, I said this was gonna happen, it's like, well, you know, you kind of did say it was gonna happen, so